And then let's touch on the defense. What did you think about the defensive picks in this draft?
I spoke earlier about Dallas Turner, a great pick there. Quinion Mitchell going to Philly. Cooper DeJean. I hate the Eagles, yo. They got Quinion Mitchell and Cooper DeJean in this draft, and I'm just disgusted that the NFL let this happen. Um, Byron Murphy, I believe, went to Seattle. Great pick there. And Latu going to the Colts. I love that pick. I love that pick a lot. I think him and Quiddy Pay and who else is on that D line? Is it DeForest Buckner? Very, very good pass rushing unit there. The Colts are looking good as well.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. When I look at the defensive picks in this draft, I would say there was a lot of defensive ends I saw taken and a lot of DBs taken. Um, there wasn't as many linebackers taken off the top of my head, um, especially in the earlier rounds. It kind of flew under my radar personally, but
Yeah, it was a very heavy offensive first round. The defensive process slid to the late first, and teams cleaned out there in record time for
yeah, well said. Um, so now my question for you is I'm gonna name off positions, and I want you to tell me who the best player drafted at each position was in your opinion and why. Let's start off with QB.
Caleb.
Why?
Why not? uh, I think he showed it at Oklahoma. He showed it at USC. He did win the Heisman, and he almost won that to back. I know he kind of had a not so good showing towards the end of his college season, but that's not really on him. You know, if you look at the pieces around, all his wide receivers are day two, day three picks. So that shit goes to show you wasn't playing with the best crop of talent there. But I don't want to belabor the point. I think him going to first of all, him going first overall. They said he wasn't going first overall in last year's class, and probably even next year's class. So that just gives you an idea of how good he is.
Yeah. Um, I disagree with you here. I think it's Jayden Daniels. I think Jayden Daniels is the best here, simply because I think Caleb Williams' situation is how you how you would describe it as a when somebody gets this much hype, I just kind of don't want to root for them.
I'll give you that.
But at the same situation, I like more of the Lamar type of QB. I mean, simply because I'm a Ravens fan, but also I just like the way it plays out better, honestly.
Hard to argue with that. Hard to argue with that.
What about running back?
I say it's to be determined. I think Jonathan Brooks is in the best position to thrive because who really plays running back for the Panthers besides him right now? But if you look at the class, I like Tyrone Tracy. The Giants took him as a day. Was he a day two or a day three pick? I think it was a day three pick out of Purdue. Also, RJ Estime in Denver. I like that pick as well. So there's a few like under the radar names. So for me, it's to be determined.
Yeah, I don't have a decisive one right now. I'm just go off of the only name I know, which is Blake Corum. Um, the Rams have a good system. I think earlier he'll be good, but TBA, like you're saying, or TBD. Wide
Mm-hmm.
receiver.
I think this is crystal clear. Robert Hudson Jr. You get to play with. You're gonna be the bona fide wide receiver one. You're playing with Kyler Murray. You are a son of a Hall of Famer, so you already have some. You already shown the inklings of your greatness. So it's hard for me to expect you to not perform to similar or even greater levels in the pros.
That's fair. I think I'm still gonna rock with Brian Thomas Jr. here in the long run. I think because of his size and athleticism, he's gonna be similar to dang, who's that Vikings wide receiver?
Are you saying Justin
Yes,
Jefferson?
yes, yeah. I think he's gonna be similar to like a Justin Jefferson type.
Interesting. I thought you were gonna say maybe a T Higgins or
No,
who's
no,
another, like a T Higgins or a DJ Chark. Justin Jefferson? Interesting.
yeah. Um,
Josh Gordon. Tight end, it's too easy. Mark Barris.
I agree with you
It
there.
it just watch it. Just watch the tape. I'm not giving now. So sure, watch the tape.
Um, O line.
Joel, I know your dad was a legend, so
Yeah,
I'm sure you will be too.
I think especially if you're an O lineman coming out of like, there's a few schools that like O linemen are just bred. Notre Dame, and some of these more Midwestern D1 universities, like Iowa, also a factory, and then some of these SEC schools. Alabama's a factory.
Yeah, Georgia.
Georgia's a factory, and then Ohio State is a factory.
That's Big Ten, but yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
in the Big Ten, Ohio State is a factory. Penn State is a O lineman factory as well.
Low key, high key, yeah.
Yeah. Um, some of these defensive positions. What about edge rusher?
Dallas Turner, Byron Murphy, Latu. Those are the three names I really jump out to me.
Yeah, no disagreement here. If I were to pick one out of all of them, I'd honestly probably say Dallas Turner out of all of them. No
Not
particular
mad at
reason.
it. Yeah,
Name just sounds the best. Rolls off the tongue the best right now.
salute, salute.
If you guys can tell right there, Dan got very blown by what I just said.
This man, I was just going with the superficials. I'm like, all right, bro.
um, DBs honestly too many to count right now.
Cooper Gene, Quinn Mitchell, uh, Ennis Rakestraw. That's a lot of DBs in this class.
One of the above. But what team do you think has the best trajectory overall coming out of this draft?
Long term, the Bears. I think you got your franchise quarterback, you got a top 10 wide receiver, you got a great offense. I think you can build from that going forward. So it's lit.
I might have some controversial opinions here. I'm gonna say the Commanders and
Okay.
there's another team. I'm gonna say the Commanders and the Colts. Actually, I'm gonna say Commanders, Colts, Chargers. Um,
Cool. Cool.
I say Chargers in like 4 or 5 years. Right now, they kind of have like the Ravens reject starter pack, but I think after this season they're gonna start to shed some of that and build towards something substantial. They got a Harbaugh at coach, and uh, a Harbaugh has never failed as a coach for an extended period of time, in to my knowledge at least. Um, Colts building around Anthony Richardson. I think they have something very solid over there. If Anthony Richardson can stay healthy, it'll be great. Jayden Daniels again, the Lamar Jackson of DC. Um, yeah,
Lamar Jackson at DC. That's going to do numbers on the airwaves.
hey, I'm all for it. I miss the days of when I would watch a Ravens versus Commanders game, and it was competitive. I used to like seeing Joe Flacco and RG3 going at it. It was a good time.
Hate to be a bearer of bad news, but the last time we saw RG3 in the Ravens, he blew out his knee. So hopefully that's happening. Because I was watching that game. How low did he not just set his knee to the cosmos? Oh, let's not do that again.
Yeah, yeah. And then my question I have for you with all this NFL draft talk, how do you think the team that a player goes to affects their trajectory in their NFL career?
Well, the Giants took Eli. No, the Chargers took Eli. Eli didn't want to be a Charger, so he ended up with the Giants. They got 2 rings. So that just gives you an idea. Sometimes it's not about where you are, but what's around you. What's around you is not good enough. You gotta move.
That's fair. Well said. Well
The
said.
The Falcons took Brett Favre, traded Brett Favre. He became an NFL legend.
Hmm.
So
I actually didn't know that.
yeah, he was originally a Falcon.
Hmm. Who's the Mister Irrelevant of this draft?
Jalen Key. He went to UAB and finished up at Alabama as a 5th-year senior. He had 60 tackles in his redshirt junior year and his senior year. He had 60 tackles in both. He had 4 interceptions in the last 2 years at UAB and Alabama. Total 3 at UAB, 1 at Alabama, and he was the last pick in the draft. So by the Jets.
Yeah. And then the last QB was Michael Pratt.
Michael Pratt. I think Green Bay took him right.
Yes. Any info on him? Out of Tulane.
Yeah, I think he went both. I think he went touchdown for touchdown with Caleb Williams. I think he lost, but he aired it out against USC. So that's where he got the most note. That's where the run of his buzz came from.
Yeah, they went 10-1 this season. He threw 22 touchdowns, 5 interceptions.
Yeah, he won. He beat USC by 1. Throwing for 234 yards, 2 touchdowns. And he also had 83 rushing yards.
Hey, doing his thing for sure. Doing his thing for sure.
In the Cotton Bowl Classic. Yep.
That's good to see. Okay. To pivot off of the draft a little bit, let's talk about some things that took place post the draft and are still kind of in talks right now. Did you see the number of undrafted free agents that were signed in the past 48 hours?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Rookie winning camp is gonna be deep. Some notable names. Some notable names include the likes of Tariq Owens, Terrell Owens' son. Frank Gore Jr. was also signed by the Bills. Tariq Owens was signed by the 49ers. Some other notable names that jump out. Let me get a list.
Wait, did Rice's son get signed?
Oh yeah, Brendan Rice was a 7th round, or is he a 6th round pick? He was either a 6th or 7th round pick. Keaton Slovis was also picked up by the Colts, I believe.
Oh, the Chargers selected Brendan Rice.
Yeah, 6 rounds. Yeah, if you look at the talent Caleb Williams was playing with, they all got drafted late, but he was the first overall pick. which makes me believe he's maybe elevating a lot of this talent,
Mm,
and USC was holding him back. He might be better in the NFL. Just
perhaps.
saying.
Maybe. It's possible.
But yeah, some other undrafted free agent signings. Yeah, Frank Crum, uh, David Holker, Xavier Weaver from Colorado signed a deal with the Cardinals. So, Coach Prime, some of the other Coach Prime's tree is in the league to some capacity there.
Hmm.
Dylan Johnson out of Washington. Sam Hartman signed a deal with the Commanders. Austin Reed. Yeah, a few here and there.
Shout out to all every player from UMG that they got picked up. Shout out Bo Brady, Howard County native, UMD alum. I guess that's the word. Um, got picked up by the Baltimore Ravens.
Oh yeah, and shout out my brother Christian Haynes. He was a second round or third round. Second round, third round pick by Seahawks out of UConn. So shout out to Big Bro. Congratulations. Looking forward to see your success. So I'm looking forward, like I said, Christian Haynes guard out of UConn.
Hey, salute for sure. All right, so to pivot a little bit, so with everything that's taken place, how do you think things are going to shake out for Brandon Ayuk and Deebo Samuels?
I think you gotta pay both of them since you won't trade them. Pay Brandon Ayuk more because he's the better player. As far as trade talks are being discussed, John Lynch, the 49ers GM, said that they're past trade talks. So yeah, I guess they're not moving either of them, but they're not paid yet. So can you at least pay them now?
They're going to have to drop a bag, and I don't know if the 49ers, I don't know, for me, it's like a ticking time bomb. I don't know how many more years they have of living with super maxed out players because you're going to have to pay your QB soon. He's shown
Yep.
that he's competent, and you can't just kind of run off of him being paid less than $1 million a year. He's gonna be due, and if history has shown itself, he's gonna get a super max. And
Stick up, stick up.
when that happens, um, you're gonna see a lot of restructuring in how the 49ers run and proceed in the future. I think so. Yeah.
We're gonna have to move a lot of the players they paid. They're gonna have to move because new money is gonna come in.
Do you think they're somehow gonna be able to gaslight him to take less money for the sake of the team?
Absolutely not. I think if there's money available, he's gonna take it somewhere else. It's only last year of his deal, so he would just play into free agency and sign somewhere else.
That's true. Potentially, Raiders.
Thanks for
Hey, I wouldn't be surprised.
Cardinals, Bills.
Oh, oh, whoa. They have QBs.
Oh wait, oh you're still talking about Brock Purdy? I thought it was on with the wide receivers.
Oh no, I'm talking about Brock Purdy.
Oh, oh. I don't know. Saints maybe.
Saints, hey, potentially. Um, a lot of players exercise their fifth-year options from the 2021 class, but one player that stands apparent as being kind of a sore thumb of the class is Trey Lance. Talk to me.
He stinks. Not all of it is his fault though. He did suffer a few injuries. He got traded to Dallas, didn't really play much, and they declined his fifth-year option. So instead of paying him $22.4 million, they pay him like a tenth of that, maybe.
So
I'm
is he a free
sure.
agent?
I think he has 1 year left on that deal, and I did just not re-sign him for less money to back up Dak.
Mm.
So that's the plan there. Uh, Hard to say he's not a draft bust, but I think he is.
Hmm. What What are your thoughts on Malik Willis? Because to me, it looks like he never got a chance to play football.
I will agree to that, but I also think the talent profile was already lacking. He went to Liberty, not the best school, especially for a quarterback. Unfortunately, he looks like me and you, so the leash is, let me not say leash, but the room for the show me something window is a lot smaller, and also you didn't win much, so it was he got dealt a bad hand, and he also didn't have the draft capital to show or to earn the support of the staff. And I also think the GM that took him got fired. I could be making that up. I'm pretty sure they the GM that drafted him is not the GM that's there right now.
I think you might be right on that. And honestly, that sounds like a better story than whatever the truth is. So let's just run with that.
Yes.
Yeah. Um, Travis Kelce gets extended 2 years, $35 million contract. What are your thoughts?
Podcast money, playoff money, everything else in between. Go get your money.
Yeah. Um, Speaking of other signings, OBJ to the Dolphins.
All right. Do you want to be ignorant or do you want to be professional?
Be ignorant first, and then you can clean it up after.
All right. I think this is the child support track meet. Tyreek Hill got like a number of kids in Miami now, and now older Becca's in Miami. Last time he had the boat trip with Trey Songs. He's about to do some real thuggish, ruggish behavior and get active in South Beach. Um, those are my honest thoughts on the football side of things. I mean, it's a nice little throwing with Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill. Just run, run around and catch some passes and make an impact.
Oh, well said, well said. I think it'll be interesting to see how he incorporates here because I don't think Odell Beckham is done. Yes, he didn't get that many targets in Baltimore, but the targets he got, he showed that he's still able to get out there and do his thing. If anything, I would be very happy to see him improve on what he did with the Ravens and be kind of like that vet who is able to make those valuable contributions for the Dolphins, whether it's a slight post here or there, a random deep ball somewhere during the season, but kind of those when we need it, we got you type plays.
Yeah, I guess use them in spurts. So, hey, just add to it.
hmm I heard that Saquon Barkley never got any offer from the Giants.
Well, according to Saquon himself, he said, I can't bail or become a trader if I never got an offer to come back. So I went to the organization I felt that was the best. And after already being here for a month, man, I was excited to be an Eagle. Go Birds. So I guess I was in response to a fan. He never got an offer from the Giants. I think they already gave him a 1 year deal, even though he was trying to get an extension for the past 2 years. So he took his load and went across the way from Jersey to Philly.
Yeah, why do you think they didn't give him any offers?
Yeah, the Giants don't like paying black people. To be quite honest, especially the quarterbacks. They only like the day you see a black quarterback like long term for the Giants, go for the lottery. But anyway, there's a propensity to just not pay the talent, and especially a running back, they're going to pay Saquon. Right? There was no doubt in my mind he was going to go somewhere else. I thought he was going to go to Houston, but Philly is just as good.
Hey, Houston's doing just fine, so hey, I ain't mad at it.
Me
I'm not
neither.
mad at it at all. And then speaking of running backs, Zeke returns to the Cowboys. Is this for a good while, a long while, or is this going to just be a brief stint before retirement?
A little bit of the last thing you said, and maybe a little bit of the first thing you said. I think he's just gonna get some carries. I don't think he's gonna have a long lasting impact, but I could be wrong.
It'll definitely be interesting to see. I know he's probably happy to be back. Um, he's always probably going to be a Cowboy at heart, so no matter what team he goes to, I know that's like his home for real. So
Yeah, he even made note of that. Even though he's now rocking the 15 and then you had in Cowboys instead of the 21. So
really,
yeah.
and then I heard a rumor that Aaron Donald might come out of retirement for the playoffs next year for the Rams. What do you think
And
about that?
I wouldn't put it past them. I think it's unnecessary though, but I wouldn't put it past them.
Do you think that would mess up his legacy?
No, not at all.
Has that been done before, coming out of retirement just for the playoffs?
Kinda. Eric Weddle did it, I think.
Mm. So wait, is Aaron Donald still under contract?
Yes. Well, I think so. Let me confirm.
So wait, if you retire before your contract ends, do you still get paid?
Yeah, I don't know about that, but what I do know is that contract is still like when Gronk retired and the Patriots traded him to the Bucks and then he unretired. He was under contract, so he got that money once he unretired. So
Mm.
I guess it's just frozen. You might cut a deal with because I know with the Colts, I believe when Andrew Luck retired, they still paid him or something like that. So it's all about how you slice it.
It's more about what the players do, if anything.
Right.
Okay. All right, but let's change the temperature. Let's get into some hot takes. I got three hot takes for you. I want to see how you receive this.
Shoot.
I've kind of alluded to this throughout this episode, but the Commanders got the best QB in this draft.
Well, I'm gonna Uno reverse your hot take with some cold facts about that real quick. So RG3, Jane Daniels were both drafted by the Washington Commanders. Were both taken second overall. They both they both wore a baby blue suit on draft day. They both won a Heisman. They both threw for 72. They both had a 72% completion percentage the year they won a Heisman. Pardon me. They both had 10 rushing touchdowns the year they won the Heisman. They both had a career passer rating. Well, no. RG3 had a career passer rating of 158.9, where Jayden Daniels had a career passer rating of 158.4. And in college, Jayden Daniels had only one more rushing touchdown than RG3 did. So
Where did
it's
RG3 go to college?
quite Baylor.
Baylor,
It's
really?
quite So it's quite the similarity there. So I'm not saying you should take Jayden Daniels for offensive rookie of the year, but RG3 did win the offensive rookie of the year. So I'm just saying.
Hey, when I'm right, I'm right.
Okay.
So if it does happen, hey. Hopefully they don't have the same career trajectory and career mishaps with injuries and things of that nature. I think honestly players have gotten a lot smarter about sitting out when you're hurt. Don't exacerbate the injury. You're just messing up your own money. This league doesn't owe you anything. Your body first.
That
So,
part.
yeah. The second one I got for you is the Knicks will be in the NBA Finals.
Boston is still playing basketball, right?
Oh yeah, what about it?
No, I just asking.
Yeah,
Okay,
they're doing something out there.
okay. I'm a closet Knicks fan for the play. No, I'm a closet Magic fan for the playoffs. But I think
Really?
Boston's gonna come just for the playoffs. I don't know why. I think Boston's gonna come out the East, but And I have a Knicks Boston Eastern Conference Finals. I got Boston beating New York at 6. Yeah, 6. So no, I disagree with you.
Okay. You have all room to disagree. We'll see. We'll see how it shakes out. Um, but why do you disagree? That's the real question.
I don't think Tom Thibodeau has enough coaching prowess to lead the team to the finals. I think he's running out of steam because he plays his players for 40 minutes nonstop.
Hey, they're doing it though.
Yeah, how long can you drive a car until the tires lose tread?
Hey, until you start seeing sparks flying off the rims.
All right, play stupid games.
Hey, it might go to the finals.
Okay.
Um, the last hot take I got for you is Brandon Aiyuk won't be a 49er by this time next year. I think that they either trade him, even though they're saying they're not going to trade him. He either requests a trade after not getting his money, um, or he might honestly sit out until he gets paid or gets traded at the beginning of the season. I find it hard to believe that they're going to just pay everybody. Push is gonna have to shove. They kind of weighed what they got in this draft, and they drafted a wide receiver pretty early, I believe, right?
Yeah, well, back in the first.
So it looks like they're already, in a way, silently signaling what they're gonna do. If you're not planning to move off of him, you're not drafting a wide receiver in the first round. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think about that?
He's gonna have a market. It would be in their best interest to give him his money because somebody else definitely will. So,
How long is he under contract until? Just this upcoming season?
so last year of his rookie deal.
Mm. It'll be interesting to see how that shapes out.
Yeah. So there needs to be some level of desire to pay him because somebody will.
Fair. Um. Next, let's change it up. Let's switch it up. Let's change the temperature. It's time for some cold facts. What you got?
So Ezekiel Elliott was a Patriot last year, and honestly, he didn't have as bad of a season as one may think. He led the Patriots in rushing yards, rushing attempts, and receptions.
Really?
Yep.
Wait, but who did they have to even throw the ball to?
I see. But Hunter Henry with Roger Stevenson, Juju, Kendrick Bourne,
Juju
Pop
fell off,
Douglas.
honestly.
You know, I mean, how ideal is it for a running back to lead your team in catches?
Is this more of a up on Ezekiel Elliott or more of a question mark of what's going on in the Patriots franchise?
I will. I'm gonna say it's an up on Zeke. It's an up on Zeke.
I had you thinking there for a second.
A little bit.
Yeah. All right, what else you got for us?
The Commanders have had. This will be the 8th year in a row they've had a different starting quarterback in Week 1. So
Really?
yep.
Oh. Who are the 8?
You got Kirk Cousins, Alex Smith. Is that Case Keenum? Yep. Dwayne Haskins, rest in peace. Ryan Fitzpatrick, Carson Wentz, Sam Howell, and now hypothetically, potentially, tentatively, Jayden Daniels.
Is Carson Wentz in the NFL? Is he a backup somewhere right now?
He was signed by the Rams.
Yeah, I was about to say he's a Ram, right?
And most recently, I think he is still a Ram.
Mm-hmm.
But let me confirm. No. The Chiefs signed him as a backup, I think. Yes, they did.
Okay, interesting. Okay, what's that last cold fact you got for us? Chill it out.
Okay. You know the Bears have never had a 4,000-yard passer, but the
Never.
franchise record, yeah, like the franchise record for passing yards for the Bears. Let me get the exact number. I think it's like 3,600 or something like that. So I think Kier Williams breaks that pretty easily.
How many
So
seasons until he breaks that?
I think he breaks it. I'll give him two. I'll say two.
You wanted to say his rookie year. It's okay. You
I
can say
did.
it.
I did.
You can
I did.
speak your
But
truth.
no, I'll
Speak your
give him
truth.
two.
I think he
I'll give
breaks it
him
his
two.
rookie
Let
year.
me, let me,
I
let me
like to
get
be
the
flagrant.
wait. Let me get the exact number. I might double down. Let me get the exact number. So the exact number is 3,838 yards.
And then
Yeah, he breaks up.
how many games are there? 17 now.
17, potentially 18. I know it's 17 now. It might be 18 in the future.
So then on average, how many yards would he have to throw a game?
38, 39, divided by 17, 225, 226 on average.
I think he throws more than 226 on average. I think honestly he might have some like crazy 3, 4, maybe 500-yard games with that receiver core. Honestly,
Hard to argue that. Hard to argue that.
yeah, and he's been shown to have the propensity to be able to scramble and get the ball out deep. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised,
Mm-hmm.
especially after some of these preseason games, he starts to really heat up.
That part.
All right, let's pivot a little bit. Let's talk about the NBA. Let's talk about the playoffs. A bit of a first round recap. First, let's dive into the Pacers and the Bucks. The Pacers stunned the Bucks. Talk to me.
I told y'all. I said they're going to be a first round exit and lose the 6 games. And guess what? They were first round exit and lost the 6 games. Oh, Giannis was hurt. Oh, Dame was hurt. I thought Chris Middleton. I thought Chris Middleton was like an all star or something. Thought y'all had Bobby Portis. Thought y'all had Glenn Rivers. Oh, this and third. No, no. Y'all got gained. Y'all got walked down. Tyrese Halliburton did what he had to do. There's something about Pascal Siakam in the playoffs. He just turns to a different beast. And we saw that again this year. So good work by the Pacers. And also, since the 2018-2019 season, every team that has eliminated the Bucks has ended up going to the finals.
Really?
Okay. According to StatMuse. I will fact check it, but yeah.
Hmm.
But off the top of my head, Toronto, Miami, Milwaukee went to the finals, and then Miami again. So checks out.
Tyrese Halliburton in the finals. Pascal Siakam has the experience, so hey.
Yes, indeed.
Um, how do you think this? What do you think this says about Doc Rivers as a coach?
Uh, not good. I don't want to put the blame solely on him, but you asked for this, so I'm gonna blame you. I think, I think you should have coached the better game, brother. You discipline your players. There's no reason for Bobby Portis to crash out in the first quarter. Like, come on, you gotta know what's at stake. And hey, the game is the game. Y'all weren't really healthy, I guess. So try again next year.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and then to add on to that fun fact that you said, all those teams that have beaten the Milwaukee Bucks have lost in the finals as well.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Yeah. Um, let's talk about the 76ers and the Knicks. Joel Embiid was playing aggressive. Some people were saying he should have gotten some flagrant fouls, but it looks like the Knicks walked away getting the last laugh in this series.
This series was as really as it could be. I think the final. cumulative score was like a 2 point difference or something crazy like that.
Mhm.
I gotta look at. I gotta. Oh my goodness. I gotta look at the numbers, but yeah, I think the final cumulative score was like maybe 1 and 2 point difference. It was very entertaining. Jalen Brunson is a superstar. I think he proved in the series. He doesn't need Luka to be great. Some people may believe that. It's very, very not. It's very, very untrue. He played like a true. He played like the best guard in the East, and if somebody were to say that, it'd be hard to disagree. On the flip side, Tyrese Maxey was also going crazy. He's about to get paid real soon. He's earned his money. So I'm looking forward to see where he goes next year. If Philly doesn't pay him somebody well, because he played phenomenal in this series.
Mm. So, why do you think the 76ers lost in this series?
Joel Embiid wasn't healthy, and the physicality of the Knicks just got the best of it.
I agree. I definitely agree with that. Um, let's talk about
Also, Tobias Harris stinks.
really. Why do you
He's
say that?
very, he's very, very bad. He might be the Gabe. He might be the Gabe Davis of the NBA.
Whoa. Wait, what's this Gabe Davis? Hey, where's this coming from?
He's a cone. He's not good at football. He doesn't do anything well.
Oh, Tobias Harris had 0 points,
Yeah, he stinks.
but he averages 17.2 during the regular season. I don't understand.
He stinks. I will also highlight the cumulative score for this Knicks 76ers series was a 1 point difference. The Knicks scored six. The Knicks scored 650. The Sixers scored 649.
Wow. So it's really a game of inches.
Okay.
Wow. Okay, let's talk about the Mavs and the Clippers. The Mavs just beat the Clippers to advance 4-2. Talk to me.
Luka, man. It's like in every series he has to go match up with Lob City, and they got the best of him in the bubble. They got the best of him in the following year, and this year he had to lock in and show them I'm back for blood. He dropped the first game, took game 2 and 3, dropped game 4, and then took 5 and 6, and now he's on to the second round. And Devin Booker already got sent home, so he doesn't even have to worry about handling Devin Booker anymore. I'm not gonna lie to you, the path to Western Conference Finals is a little, and there might be something there. There might be something there.
Yeah, I think you're right on the money here. I don't know. I don't see them making it all the way to the Western Conference Finals, to be honest with you. But I definitely think they'll have a good run at it. In this next round, I believe they're playing. Who are they playing? Oh, the
Probably
Thunder.
OKC, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Give me the Thunder in this series.
Box office.
But this will definitely be one to watch for sure. You got Chet Holmgren cleaning glass and Shea being the MVP of the. Ooh, dare I say this will determine who is the MVP?
I think Shea already got a gift for it, but you can make the argument that this may be like where real MVPs are made.
Yeah, real MVPs are made in the early playoffs. Honestly, especially as they announce it this late. I think so.
Yep. Yep.
Cavs versus Magic are tied 3-3.
This has been a great series that nobody's talking about, and I don't know why.
Why do you think nobody's talking about it?
I think it's just two small markets, and you got New York, you got Philly, you got Boston, you got Miami. Yeah. They're just getting overdid in the market, and they're really young. Like Banchero is a baby. Franz Wagner is a baby. So
Yeah, Banchero's 21.
yeah, but it's been a great series. A really, really amazing series.
Yeah. How do you think the series ends?
I got the Magic taking Game 7.
Really?
Yep,
I think I'm gonna have to disagree with you. Donovan Mitchell dropped a 50 piece?
and lost.
What's going on here?
Exactly. Give me Orlando.
50, 22 for 36. Just those 6 missed threes.
Yeah,
Mm.
spiraling and losing. Give me Orlando.
I don't know. I think Donovan Mitchell's about to show us something.
All right.
Game 7 is where champs are made. He's
All right.
already had 71 with the Cavs. I think he's about to show that he really has that true propensity. But his supporting cast might ultimately hold him back. Outside of him, Darius Garland is putting in work. And then the next best player is Marcus Strus. I remember there was
Max.
Max
Oh
Strus.
yeah, more Carson Curry, right? Where is it now?
Well, who did I say was that? Max Strus.
Yeah, more Carson Curry.
Hey, listen, he's gonna show you something. Listen, I know it's been a little rocky, but listen, he's gonna show you something in Game 7. I'm gonna definitely watch that
Uh,
Game 7. I think their Game 7 is slated for. Let me see.
okay, Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch that game. Tell you that.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Um, Thunder Sweet Pelicans. Thoughts?
Uh, honestly, it was a close series. Some games, but towards like game 3 and 4, OKC just started dog walking Willie Green and the Pelicans. It got ugly. So
I see what you're saying.
yeah,
The game isn't really. It was a sweep, but it was a lot closer than people think it was.
yes.
Well said. Um, Suns get swept by the Timberwolves.
Craig Vogel sucks. Devin Booker is not good in the playoffs, and Bradley Beal is the most overrated two guard in the NBA.
Whoa. Hold on. Let's unpack that. First, let's talk about KD. How does this impact KD's legacy?
He's good. He should text Steph Curry every day and say thank you. Every day, just say thank you.
And twice on Sundays.
Yes. Like, but I reached out to an associate of mine who's a true Suns fan through and through, and he said, one second, I'm gonna pull up this information. Pardon me. So all the commentary. A lot of commentary. Give me a second. First of all, I was just highlight the fact that the Timberwolves play amazing defense. Before I even get to what my associate said, Timberwolves play amazing defense. Anthony Edwards is really yeah. Like people talk about Devin Booker, Anthony Edwards is really that guy. Like it's more than evident at this point. So he showed it on full display. He expressed how much of a big fan he is of KD. So to show KD up was like a passing of the torch almost. Cat did what he had to do. Gobert proved to be serviceable. So that in itself was already a testament of their success. But going back to the Suns, my associate said that the trade for Kevin Durant, they gave up too much, and they went all in, and their supporting cast was chopped. Again, Frank Vogel sucks. He's a defensive mind that can't coach an offense. And when they traded for Bradley Beal, that was a death nail. They weren't really going to get much out of that going forward. You get what you pay for. You pay for an expensive cinder block, pretty much. A whole other offense, not no defense. You can't win games that way.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. So, do you think Devin Booker is a playoff choke artist?
Yes.
Can you expand on that?
If you look in almost every series he's played in, he has one or two stinkers in each series. Or he puts up amazing numbers just to lose.
I mean, it'll be interesting to see how things shake out. But I think Devin Booker is definitely a regular season merchant.
Yep.
I think, honestly, that team is full of a bunch of regular season merchants. I like Bradley Beal, but I think he's played on teams that weren't good for so long that I won't say he doesn't know how to win, but more so.
Just say it. He doesn't know how to win.
No, I like Bradley Beal, though. That's the thing.
That's cool. I like a lot of people. I can tell the truth.
I think he needs to get accustomed to learning what a winning culture looks like. That's what I'll say. Oh, you didn't like how I packaged that one, huh?
Hey, man.
Let's talk about the Celtics and the Heat. The Celtics bulldozed the Heat 4-1.
Yeah.
I'll admit I called this wrong. I thought it was gonna go to 7 and the Celtics were gonna win, but I thought the Heat were gonna win. I'm not gonna lie. I thought the Heat were gonna win. I'm not gonna try and sugarcoat that. But yeah, the Celtics got through them. Do they have the easiest route to the Eastern Conference Final in your opinion?
They're a top seed in the East for a reason. No, wait, they are the 1 seed in the East for a reason. Not a top seed, they are the top seed. So yes, you have a pretty easy route to the finals. So I'm sure they'll be there.
Yeah. And then last but not least, Nuggets handle the Lakers 4-1. Are the Nuggets unstoppable?
No, if you watch the games in this series, they should have lost a few of these. The refs definitely favored them a good bit. Darvin Ham was also not the most sensible of a coach at times, so that came into play there. And yeah.
I would say another big thing that hurt the Lakers is inconsistent defense. They would go on runs and they would be up by like 10 to 20 in the second or third quarter, and then all of a sudden they'd let a huge comeback happen, and that's just showing a lack of proper defense and keeping your foot on the gas. When you have your foot on the neck, you don't take it off. You make sure you follow through.
Jason pointed, so why did they let Darvin Ham go? So.
Do you think this is the end of LeBron's career?
I think he has 2 or 3 more years left in him. So,
who's the oldest player to ever play in the NBA?
I'm gonna say Robert Parrish, but let me confirm. It's either Robert Parrish or Kevin Willis. Or is it LeBron? Wait a minute. No, it's not LeBron. Oldest player in NBA history.
Oh, Nat Hickey.
Jesus. Oh, I don't know what that is. Kevin Willis is second.
Nat Hickey, he was 45 years and 363 days old.
Man, he played in the 40s. It's Kevin Willis.
Who's Kevin Willis for the people?
He was he a first round pick? Yeah, he was a first round pick in the infamous 1984 draft that featured Hakeem Olajuwon, Michael Jordan, and others. I can't think of other picks right now. I think Barkley was in that draft class. Kevin was what 11th overall. He was a one-time All-Star in 1992 and won the championship with the Spurs. Played from 1984 to 2007.
Saw a lot of different teams.
Yep.
Oh.
Most known for his ability to rebound, and he is only one of 15 players in NBA history with over 16,000 points and 11,000 rebounds in a career.
Yeah. I think LeBron, he's right now on the list. Where's he at? Because he's 40 already.
Yep. Oh wait, no, he'll be 40 this year.
Oh, dang. Oh, but he's the oldest active player in the NBA. Behind him,
Yep.
PJ Tucker. Really?
Mm-hmm. 06, right? 06 or something.
Yeah.
Draft class.
Yeah.
So.
And then Chris Paul. Taj Gibson is still in the league.
Yeah, man, we're old.
Kyle Lowry. Al Horford. I thought Al Horford was a lot older, but no. I don't know why it feels like LeBron has played for more than 3 teams, but he's really only played for the Heat, Cavs, and Lakers.
Yeah. His tenure with the Lakers was longer than his second go around with the Cavs. And but the amount of time he played for the Lakers is the longest, I think.
That's fair. But let's talk about what's going on in other sports. So, talk to me about the Bronze Bomber versus Jared Anderson.
Deontay Wilder, after he took an L at somebody in who did he fight in, like Saudi or something?
Wasn't that didn't he fight Gypsy King?
Joseph Parker.
Oh.
He fought in Saudi at the end of last year.
Oh, so this is after the Gypsy King lost.
Yeah. After he lost the Fury twice, and then he fought Robert Helenius, knocked him out in the first round in 2022, and then lost to Joseph Parker in Saudi. And now he's slated to fight Jared Anderson on August 3rd, an undefeated boxer in his own right. I don't know too much about Jared Anderson, but if you're undefeated, you're probably good at what you do. So that should be a good one. 24 years old.
Yeah.
They'll be fighting in China. Wait.
Really?
Wait. Wilder will first face. So before fighting Anderson, he's facing Zhivei Zhang on June 1st in Saudi Arabia. And then from there he's gonna fight Jared Anderson on August 3rd. So 2 fights in the summer for Deontay Wilder. And he's the underdog against Zhang. And he said if he's ready by then to fight, this could potentially lead to a matchup with somebody else if Deontay Wilder isn't ready in time. Also going on in that card is Terence Crawford versus Israel Martínez.
Okay. How do you think this is going to shake out?
Yeah, I mean, the Bronze Bomber I can never count now. I know he's been going through a slump, but with that reach, it's hard to count him out in any matchup. But this undercard in general is very much a loaded one. I think Jared Anderson has something to prove here, and he looks like he's gonna be the favorite coming in, so just want to see a good bout.
Okay. I think that's gonna be interesting to see, honestly. So the next question, not even question, the next thing is, I wouldn't say it's controversial per se, but it's something that's coming up very soon. There's Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson sanctioned pro fight. What are your thoughts?
2-minute rounds, 14-ounce gloves. Oh, that's all the rules.
Oh,
Oh wait, no, hold on. No, according to Tyson's camp, the rules proposed to Tyson 2-minute rounds, 8 rounds total. Wait, Joanne McNano, who said the rules proposed to Tyson for the heavyweight bout start 2-minute rounds for the scheduled 8 rounds. Isn't that what they say here? No one took responsibility for the 2-minute rounds of 14-ounce gloves. Okay, there seems to be some level of something's getting lost in translation. They just can't agree on who proposed them. So yeah, the rules are set. They just don't know who set them.
okay. I mean, I'm not mad at that. I mean, how do you think it's going to shake out?
I think it's gonna go the distance. I don't think there's no way either gonna get knocked out. I think there's gonna be a lot of dancing.
Okay. All right. I think people forget that Mike Tyson, when it comes to boxing, is a machine. He is true to this, not new to this, and I think Jake Paul is in for a rude awakening. When you fight UFC fighters and some of these less experienced people, it's cool. But when you get in the ring with Mike Tyson, I don't care if he's 50 years old. He's not a geriatric. There's 50-year-old people who are rail workers to this day, and there's a thing called grown man strength.
I will say he's 58 to be exact.
Still, and Mike Tyson can tell you to this day that whenever it comes to training, he can't just work out a little bit. He's going to train and train and train until he is back into the tip-top physique that he can be in at that moment. And
well said.
I think that is going to be something that is really seen.
To dive deeper, so instead of 3-minute rounds, it's 2 minutes. Blah, 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 blah. Instead of 10-ounce gloves, it's 14 ounces. So heavier gloves to soften Tyson's punches, even though Paul says that they're equal in effect. He says that the 14-ounce gloves are better for blocking. And also, he said that it makes it real, super real. It makes it war as it pertains to making it a sanctioned professional bout.
So they're wearing heavier gloves?
Yes.
That's for Jake Paul's safety. He may not realize that, but that's so that he lives to see another day. Respectfully. As whether people want to admit it, UFC boxing, this is legal fighting. People can legally get murdered in these sports.
We don't wish that, but we don't wish that, but it is indeed in the realm of possibility. Yeah. George Foreman even said they will still consider the fight an exhibition with modified rules.
Okay, hey. Honestly, it'll be interesting to see how that shakes out. Did you already say who you think was gonna win?
Mike.
Okay, yeah, me too. All right. But all right. So right now we're gonna try a little bit something new, a bit of a trivia segment. I didn't put this on the notes, but I'm going to be quizzing you since you are the aficionado. So pick an NBA team.
The Lakers. I should keep it simple.
Lakers, okay. So I want you to guess the top 5 players in terms of points per game in Lakers history. Get your hands
Average,
Get your hands off your keyboard.
average or total?
Average.
Braun, Kobe.
Hold on. You have 5 guesses. I'll give you
Am I
6.
going
I'll
to,
give you an extra guess, and then I'll tell you where they are on that list.
all right, I gotta name them in order.
No, you can name the
All
5,
right,
and I'll tell you where they are in the order.
all right. Braun,
Wait,
Kobe.
hold on. Go take your time.
Okay,
All right.
Braun,
Okay, LeBron James is number 2.
Kobe,
Kobe is number 5.
Kareem,
Kareem is not in the top 5.
Wilt,
Wilt is not in the top 5.
Elgin Baylor.
Elgin Baylor's number 1.
Okay, I'm about to say what that. All right, Braun, Kobe, Elgin.
Wait, hold on. Have you burned 2
What?
guesses?
I burned 2 guesses. Yeah.
All right, so you have. I'm gonna give you 2 more guesses.
All right. Braun, Bean, Elgin, Kareem. I feel like Kareem got to be out there.
Wrong. So you got one more guess.
Braun,
You can put
Bean,
your hands down.
No. I'm just shocked. Braun, Bean, Elgin, James Worthy.
Wrong. So at
Oh,
number 3, Shaquille O'Neal, at 27 points per game, and
yeah.
Jerry West also at 27 points per game.
Jay West in 27.
Yeah.
God, how much? How much was James Worthy averaging?
27.4.
All right.
The averages went 27.4 for Elgin Baylor, LeBron 27, Shaq 27, Jerry West 27, Kobe 25. And the reason the 27s were ranked that way is based off of minutes per game.
Oh, what a caveat. Okay.
Hey.
Okay.
All right. Now we'll do 2 more. Give me 2 more teams.
Sure.
Give me one more right now, and then you can think of the last one for a little bit.
All right. Let's go with the Hawks. Why not?
Hawks. Okay.
Make it interesting.
This should be interesting. Okay, who are the top 5 players in terms of points per game?
Average, right?
Average.
Trey Young.
Trey Young at 3.
Neek. Dominique Wilkins.
Okay, Dominique Wilkins at number 1.
Joe Johnson.
Nope.
Wow. Okay. Trey Young, Dominique Wilkins.
So to be clear, you get 7 guesses total.
Pistol Pete Maravich.
Yeah, Pistol Pete at number 4.
All right. Trey Young, Dominique Wilkins, Pete Maravich. Spud Webb.
No, not even anywhere in there.
Yeah, that felt like a bad one. Trey Young, Dominique Wilkins, Pete Maravich. Hawks. Mm. Doc Rivers.
No, be serious.
I mean, he was a Hawk. That was the actual guess.
Points per game?
Shot and dirt.
Fair.
Hawks. Josh Smith.
No. How many guesses do you have left? I think you have 1 more.
Dang. Pistol Pete, Donnie Wilkins, Trey Young. I'm trying to think about it.
You might be pissed. You might be pissed that you get these wrong.
I don't want to guess Jeff T. Like, I don't think Jeff T is scoring like that.
I'm not indicating you to the answers or anything, so don't take my face as that's the answer.
Okay. Trey Young, Dominique Wilkins, Pete Maravich, mm, Hawks. Did I say Joe Johnson already?
Yeah. You said him like second. He's not the top five.
Oh wow.
I'll give you a hint. One of these players is older than Dominique Wilkins.
Bob Pettit.
Yeah, number two.
Okay. Forgot about him.
Let me give you one more guess.
And Hawks. It's not Josh Smith. I'm gonna guess Josh Smith.
Wrong. It is Lou Hudson.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I don't know who he is either. He played from 66 to 79. In
Is Lenny Wilkins on? Oh, my fault. Is Lenny Wilkins on the list?
Lenny Wilkins. Yes. He's not in the top. One, two, three. He's not in the top 15.
Oh God. Okay.
Yeah, he's like three below Bogdanovich.
Oh wow.
Yeah. But to give you the final ranking, Dominique Wilkins at 1, Bob Pettit at 2, Trey Young at 3, Pete Maravich at 4, and Lou Hudson at 5.
Where's Neek?
Dominique Wilkins was 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
All right, and what's the third and final team?
Let's go with the East. I just did Eastern Conference team. Let's go to the West. Let's do the Timberwolves.
Name the top 5 players by points per game for the Timberwolves. This list may be shocking to you.
Cat.
Karl Anthony Towns is number 2.
Anthony Edwards.
Anthony Edwards is number 1.
Oh wow. Okay. Garnett.
Kevin Garnett is number 5.
Okay. Andrew Wiggins.
No, he's not in the top 5.
Okay. Just a second. That was a 10 check. Kevin Love.
Not in the top 5.
That's a surprise. Okay. Zach LaVine.
Not in the top 10.
Okay. Let me slow down. Anthony Edwards, Kevin Garnett, Cat, Timberwolves. Points per game. Who was like really doing it before KG got there? Oh, Latrell Sprewell?
No.
Oh, really? Wow, that's a shock.
I don't even see him on this list.
Are you sure?
Sure. Let me check another source.
Is it points per game all right? Okay, well, just look at his stats. I'm curious now.
Yeah, Latrell Sprewell played 2 seasons?
So he was really a Knick and a Warrior then. I thought it was like a long time.
Yeah,
A long time Wolf.
Let me see. Yeah, he played for the Timberwolves for 2 seasons. He averaged 12.8 and 16.8.
Okay, so I almost said Brandon Roy. That was not a guess. Garnett, Cat, and
Oh, so you just burned a guess. So you use 4 guesses. You have 3 more guesses for 2 slots.
Timberwolves. Garnett, Cat, and who would be scoring for Minnesota? This gotta be somebody from the 90s. Wally Zerbiak.
He's on this list, but he is not top 5.
Okay.
I'll give you a hint. These two players have a tenure on this team shorter than the other 3 players in the top 5.
So these guys had a cup of coffee and dipped.
But they were hooping.
Is this Steph Marbury?
No.
Okay.
So
I didn't
you
think
got
so.
one more guess.
Timberwolves. Why did I pick these teams?
I don't know. I was like Timberwolves.
Timberwolves. Can't at KG. Isn't that? I'm gonna just say Ricky Rubio just to make it yes.
Yeah, that's wrong. It was Anthony Edwards at number 1, Karl Anthony Towns at 2, Tony Campbell at 3, Al Jefferson at 4, Kevin Garnett at 5.
I forgot about Al.
Wait, Al Jefferson played during our lifetime.
Yeah, I forgot about Al.
Al was hooping.
Yeah, but he also was in Charlotte and Boston and Utah. I forgot he was in Utah and Minnesota are the same thing.
His years in Minnesota, he averaged 21, 23, and 17.1, giving him an average in the city of 20.1, and Tony Campbell had an average of 20.6.
I have no idea who.
Yeah, but yeah,
who Tony Campbell is.
Thank you guys for listening to this episode of the Fever Pitch Podcast. If you haven't already, please subscribe and follow us. Let us know what you guys think of the episodes. We're trying to improve things slowly over time. Hope you guys like this new layout we're trying. Gonna get a little bit more creative with things in the future, but yeah, more things to come in the future from us.